Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this very special and unusual video of map first look review videos by me, C-Waddy, where I'm going to be doing a first look map review of the Millennial Farmer Map by Mapper's Paradise / the Subby, which has released today on Giants Modhub for consoles only. It is not available for PC players yet. It has dropped for the console players, and from what I've had told to me by the Subby over on Giants forums, the PC map will go into testing next week. They basically decided to split the launch of the map. They submitted the console version first, made sure that passed testing and was all okay, and then they're going to they're going to submit the PC version next week, because that's going to have some additional features that obviously consoles can't have. So they wanted to make sure that the map passed okay for consoles first, so they know that all that stuff in the PC map is fine. So they know the PC map at the moment will pass testing based on that, because whatever is in the PC version and the console version has already been okayed by Giants. So it'll only be the new stuff that is in the PC version that needs to be tested and approved. Now, the map is on the Modhub. It rocks in at 578.25 megabytes to download. Now, I'm not normally a PlayStation 4 player. I certainly don't make videos on PlayStation 4, put it that way. You know, I leave that to Mr. CDP and the other console creators. I tend to just stick to my PC console making. So I'm downloading the map now. For some reason my controller doesn't want to work. The L1 button doesn't want to work. I might have to switch controllers. See, this is how unprepared I am. I'm not used to recording console gameplay. I've had to download and install the PlayStation 4 Remote Play app on my PC to stream this, to stream my PS4 to my PC, so I can capture it and then upload it. So there we are, Millennial Farmer. Welcome to the Millennial Farmer Map, based in Minnesota, USA. So I also apologise that the video quality in this video is going to be really bad. Because it is, as I say, the video is being streamed from my PS4 Pro via the PlayStation Remote Play app. So I think the quality, the video is limited to 720p coming from the console. It's not going to be in 1080. This video might say it's 1080 on YouTube, but that's because I record in 1080 in OBS. But obviously I don't think the feed from the PlayStation is in 1080, which is a bit weird, because obviously the PlayStation is connected via cable to my router. My router is connected via cable directly to my PC. You think it would be able to transfer the information at, you know, 1 gigabit per second, you know, via my router, but apparently not, because apparently even with Remote Play, all the video footage gets, all the content has to be uploaded via the internet to Sony servers and then downloaded again on the device that you're playing on. Which is obviously the slight hiccup in the chain there. I would rather just go direct from my PS4 to my PC, and then I probably would be able to play at 1080p maximum frame rate and everything. But yes, it's come as a bit of a surprise, this, the Millennial Farmer Map, because as everybody who knows the history with this map, it was very problematic when they tried to release it initially. It was pulled from the Modhub because of issues and errors, and every time they submitted it to try and fix the problems, Giants rejected the map back, saying they'd found more things wrong with it, and eventually it got to the stage where Mapper's Paradise were just like, we're done with this. We're fed up of having, you know, we submit a map, One tester passes it, it's perfectly fine. We make some little alterations and changes, we submit it again, and another tester then finds a load of things wrong. And they were getting really confused, so ultimately they said they were shelving this map, and that was it. This map was going to be done. You were never going to be able to play it. So obviously here on the map, I'm going to have to get used to the fact that I'm not going to have all the fancy tools available to me. I'm not going to be able to do the fancy flyovers of the map. I'm not going to be able to test field definitions and all that stuff because don't have the mods available on console to do that. Those are PC only mods. Millennial Farmer logo on the pickup truck. Ooh. That's interesting. I wonder if that falls into the category of unrealistic edits. Should they have been doing that? Could that offend the truck manufacturer? No, of course not, because it's a lizard truck. So you can do whatever you like with the lizard equipment, but obviously there's a bit of controversy at the moment. See, this is a bit different because this is a Wilson pace setter, and if they're going and sticking logos on Wilson pace setters that aren't manufacturer approved logos, then that could be classed as unrealistic, an unrealistic edit to a base game vehicle that is not approved by the manufacturer. Sorry, I've just got a thing in my head at the minute because obviously everything that's gone on with like TNT modding and all his maps where he's had to remove all his vehicles and equipment. Right, open the door. Open the door. So we've got doors. Lights on. Lights on. Main door open and close. I tell you what, that's a good sign because when you go back and watch the first map tour review that I did on this map, when it first released on PC way back last year, you'll remember you couldn't open and close the doors. All the doors were bugged. None of the controls worked. They had key binding issues. They couldn't key bind the controls properly for everything. Thunder Creek trailer. I tell you what, on PC I'm going to love this because I've obviously got the actual Millennial Farmer skinned Thunder Creek trailer on PC. Someone actually did the actual Millennial Farmer version of it, and it's pretty doggone good. I noticed the shadows blinking in and out of existence there, look, underneath the as you move around. I wonder if that's just a console thing. Nice little sprayer. Obviously would be much nicer to have the John Deere 4940 from Custom Modding on this map. A bit of realism. Another shed. Nice to see the door opened. Great Plains Cedar. Grain cart. Again, I'm going to love the fact that on PC, when I play this map on PC, I can have the actual proper Millennial Farmer grain cart. I can have the actual proper one because we have that mod available to us on PC. Somebody's done it. Somebody made it. So I'm going to be looking forward to that. I am. But so far, very impressed that all the doors and all the sheds work. I'm not going to go over the main like basic layout again of the farm because obviously anyone who's watched Millennial Farmer on YouTube and follows his channel will kind of know how his farm is laid out and how his farm is set up, and you'll be well familiar with it. Now the only thing is, I notice you can only open the big doors from inside the sheds, people. Now obviously I'll be going over and having a look at the silo because the silo was one of the things that was a big issue the first time the map was attempted to be released, because it had the all the different controls for like to simulate the grass drying, the grain drying, should I say, not grass drying, grain drying. Tell you what, that trailer only just fits in here. That Wilson. It's a bit of a squeeze. Bit of a tight squeeze. If I'm playing this map, I'm going to be honest, I probably wouldn't be parking my trucks and trailers in these sheds. They seem a little bit small for the trucks. We've got light switches. We should have a light switch somewhere for the lights in here. Where is it? Obviously we've got doors back here in the workshop area. This is where Zach keeps all his like monitors and GPS receivers and all his spare filters and parts for all his equipment. Oh, and then we've got the broom cupboard. No sign of Ed the duck. Lights 2 on and off. So there's lights 2. So yeah, L3 is the controller control to open all the big doors. Then you've got the regular button over here. The circle button opens the normal doors. And again, we've got the little kitchenette area. Again, light switch there. Turn on lights. So that's all good. Another door there leading into a little office area. With a nice picture of the John Deere Autonomous. I'll tell you what, I do like that mod. I do like that mod. That little autonomous tractor, I do like it. I find it quite little to be quite unique. I especially like the version that I have that has the 3D tracks though. Again, I prefer it to look good if I'm going to be playing. Apparently I can't pick that up because it's too, I can't pick the shed up because it's too heavy. Is there a light switch here? Yes. So that puts the lights on here in the big shed. Excellent. There is a little upstairs bit as well, a little bedroom up there, but I showed you that in the first video. So let's have a run over here now and have a look at Zach's big silo system. His big grain silo. Lots of bins. Auger out the back there. And obviously I'll go through and show you in a moment what is equipped in the map in the garage. So let's have a look over here. Open door. So have they got all this stuff enabled? Enter vehicle, dryer control. Not seeing any options. Let me just turn off automatic engine start and things like that. I don't know if that's a problem. My controller is, the L1 button is definitely not working on this controller, by the way. You know what? I'm switching controllers. Sorry. I'm switching to one of my new PS Pro ones. Because my old DualShock 4 one, I think, is done. I think that's toast. I think that's past its sell by date. I mean, it's over 10 years old now. You know, my original PlayStation 4 controller that came with my very first PlayStation 4. My original PlayStation 4. Enter vehicle. Start the engine. Got controller drift. Love it. So yeah, I'm not seeing any other options for this. Not sure why that is. Activate, deactivate course play mode. Don't think we have that functionality. Load wet silo, unload dry silo. So load wet silo. Unload dry silo, unload wet silo. So yeah, it's a bit strange that I don't hear any sounds to tell you, kind of give you any kind of feedback as to what it's doing. That's something we'll test out probably when we start playing on this map, or when I start playing on this map. Right, let's have a look then. Obviously contracts are available. Baling 98 grand, baling 23 grand, harvesting 13 grand, harvesting 23 grand. All fairly simple. Got a load of equipment. Total capacity 9 million. Is that 9 million litres of everything in the silo? Sadly, the silo's not multi-fruit. No potato, sugar beet, sugar cane storage. No grass, hay, straw, silage, TMR storage available in that either. And there's the map, everybody. There is the map. Alright, so we will go and have a look at the map, because it's probably been retrained and reworked a bit from previously, because of all the issues with stuff being outside the borders, and they've probably had to rejigger some of that, so it's probably worth going in and having a bit of a look at. Pig farm down here in the middle. BGA down here, which is actually part of your starting farm field. So you need to own the house and farm area to own the BGA on the map. So even if you was to start this map in Farm Manager or start from scratch, you will need to buy this area of land here, because it's attached to the BGA. The BGA is not separate. It's not a separate bit of land. Right, let's have a look at the equipment. I can't believe I can remember what the buttons are to access the menus on PS4. Right, John Deere 8370 RT. So the 8RT. John Deere 8R. 2 Lizard Warrior trucks in your starting fleet. It looks like they've got Millennial Farmer logos on them as well. Entry trigger restricted to driver's door area, so you can only get into the vehicle from the driver's side apparently. Then we've got the S790 John Deere harvester. We've got the Manitou telehandler, Lizard pickup truck. Another wool service required for unloading of wool pallets. Okay, so there's a modded forklift in the map now then. Store service vehicle to assist with loading a pallet. So there's a forklift at the store. And then Millennial Farmer. And it allows unloading to continue after leaving the driver's cab. So they've been slightly updated so that you can continue to tip stuff whilst you're unloading. I guess to make sense with the silo on this map, that you need to obviously be activating the grain dryer and moving stuff from the wet bins to the dry bins and stuff. You're going to have to be able to get out of the truck cab. And I believe on console, these trailers, the original trailers, the ones that are in the base game, the Giants trailers, they have this nasty habit of they stop unloading the minute you hop out of the truck. That's not something that happens on PC. Then you've got obviously the grain cart, the Elmer Manufacturing Hallmaster. You've got the header for the S790, 7.6 meters. It's a little bit on the small side. 6 meter corn header as well, a little bit on the small side, I'm gonna say, for this map, because you know Millennial Farmers got big fields. A 4 meter cultivator. Really? That's probably not going to wash. Most people are probably going to replace that very quickly. Got obviously the fuel trailer. I must admit, again, I slightly do prefer the other mod. The other modded fuel trailer that is on, I think it's only available for PC. That has the workshop repair functionality in it as well as the fuel trailer. I think it's the one by GTX. I much prefer using that, although it doesn't look the same as this, because it's got you have to activate the fuel pump. It's got a fuel pump that you have to go and turn on, and then the bit at the back, you open the bit at the back to get access to like the workshop stuff. I do like that mod. And then obviously you got your cow pastures, pig farm, horse corral, sheep enclosure, dog house for Anna and Ditch, storage silo, bunker silos, workshop. So all this stuff built into the map. Let's go and have a look. Big bags, I believe. We've probably got in the pallet section the Millennial Farmer pallet, seed pallets. Yeah, they're in here. Right, so let's have a look then. So, is everything buyable? Sheep enclosure is buyable, horse corral is buyable. The cows, pigs and stuff like that are not buyable. So if you sell those off, you will not get them back. You cannot get them back, apparently. That's one to watch out for then, folks. Obviously, I've got a load of mods left over installed from when I was last playing this on console. Not all of this stuff is related to this map. Bunker silos. I know you can get the Millennial Farmer silo as a separate standalone download on the Modhub for use in any map, but again, in the Millennial Farmer map, it is not sellable, or it's not buyable. You got your workshop, so all your workshops and stuff, you can buy those, and then your farmhouses, obviously Millennial Farmer farmhouse. So yeah, seems to be pretty much same as it was before. Right, let's go and have a bit of a drive around the map now then, and see what has changed. See what has changed. So we're going to head over to the Midwestern Machinery dealership, because I'm going to guess that's the big change on the map. Moving all that stuff back into the actual map borders. They tried to be creative on the original version of the map that was released by trying to do some different things to ensure the playing area was maximum for maximum playage, and then obviously letting people go a little bit beyond that then to get to the vehicle dealerships and stuff. So what have we got over here? I think this must be the livestock place. Big yard. Lowry livestock. Yeah. So this is where you will come and buy your horses, chickens, cows, pigs, sheep, all your animals enclosures can be bought here. And obviously you can have the animals placed directly into whichever pens you want. If you're not using the an animal trailer to transport your animals, I assume you can buy them directly at the animal pens as well. We can go and have a look at that as well. Chickens. More chickens. So we've got pigs in that pen there. Pigs in that pen there. I don't see any sheep or cows unless they're through another door. Out the back here. Plenty of gates. And yeah, there's cows outside here. but no sheep. No horses in the little Lowry livestock. Okay. Okay. You're not going to represent all the animals? You're not going to represent all the animals. Horses and sheep's lives matter. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, horses over here. Ah, no, they're the pit sheep. Okay, so they have got sheep placed on the map. Open animal dialogue. So yeah, you can buy your sheep from here. I'm guessing there's not going to be any horse pens in here. Horses are probably somewhere else on the map, in all fairness. There's probably another stable somewhere on here. Probably right over here, look. Where there's the horse paddock, cow pasture, sheep pasture. Got your chicken area back here as well. So yeah, there's a couple of animal dealers. Drive on a bit further. There are the horses. There they are. There's your horses, everybody. Now I'm going to guess I can't get back to the main road if I go this way. But we'll go and have a look, shall we? One of the reasons why I normally like to do map reviews on, like I say, my map tour videos, my map review videos, I prefer to do them on PC because using the easy dev controls and that, I can activate fly mode and I don't need to drive around, so I'm not limited to going where there's only roads. I'm allowed, I can go pretty much wherever I want to go. Okay, so here we are then, Midwest Machinery Dealership. There's a cash point over there. Chedley's Chomp House. Chedley's Chomp House. Oh, I wonder if that's... oh, that's a nod to the guy over on Giants Forums. There's a guy called Chedley on Giants Forums. I actually tend to have him blocked. I don't tend to see his comments. I think I've blocked him because I just get fed up of his patronising attitude. He's been very sort of rude and uncomplimentary to me in the past over on Giants Forum, so I think I've blocked him. I've hidden his all his I have all his comments set to be auto hidden, so I don't have to be subjected to him. There's quite a few people over on Giants Forums actually that I've added to my block list because they've just been super aggressive and rude. And there's just no need for it. There's just no need for the farming sim community to be aggressive and offensive and rude to the creators within it. Show some respect, people. So yeah, there's the shop. So yeah, it's definitely, the map's definitely been changed and tweaked, so everything is now correctly within the map borders and boundaries. So yeah, this is where you come, obviously, buy all your vehicles and equipment that Zach needs to do his farming. So we'll take this away. Crash. We'll head over here, if it'll let me. So we've got a nice sell, looks to be a sell point over here. This will be... I don't know, 100 Lowry CHS. Yeah, my controller's glitching out a bit. Midwest Machinery. And I think there's a vehicle parked over here somewhere. It's showing me. Maybe a forklift or something. Because there's a green spot there on the map. Oh, it's my pickup. That's what it is. There you go. Map doesn't quite line up. the PDA doesn't quite line up with where you actually are. It's not 100% accurate. So we head back down here on this main road. We have got over here. Interesting. And as well that I've just noticed, the grass. There's no growing grass. There's no actual real grass on these areas. So, no option to do some free grass mowing and get yourself some grass. Clock Brothers Seed of Lowry, Minnesota. Okay, so you come in here. Chicken food, pig food, horse food, seed, fertilizer, liquid fertilizer, herbicide. This must be a, I would guess some kind of buying station, buying point, maybe. Must be like a buying point, because there's no, you can't sell any of that stuff on the map. No selling stations for fertilizer. Yeah, it's a refill point, look. It's a refill point for your consumables. If you don't want to buy pallets at the shop and you want to buy bulk, I'm guessing that's what that's for. Buy whole trailer loads of seed and fertilizer and stuff. If you've got some silos at the farm to place the stuff into. The root. So this is your root crop selling point. So all your potatoes, sugar beets, sugar cane, if you do sugar cane on this map. I don't know if sugar cane was in the fruit selection. Yes, it is, because obviously I haven't loaded this map up with seasons. If I'd loaded it up with seasons, it probably would have disabled all the sugar cane and stuff. But yeah, you've got a sell point there then for selling all that kind of stuff. Your root crops, your potatoes, sugar beets, sugar canes. Then we'll head a bit further down the road. We'll go check out like the sawmill area. Ooh, no entry, not allowed. Not allowed to drive on the main road. Bang. So I've got to go this way, have I? I must admit, I'm still a little bit not overly sold on the transitions between the roads and like this area of land here. This stuff here. I think that could have been smoothed out and levelled out and done a lot better. Road closed, it says. Am I not allowed to go that way? I'm not allowed to go that way now. That's interesting then. So how do you harvest and farm that field? Because I'm hitting an invisible wall there, kids. I'm hitting walls. How do I harvest field 14? unless I'm not on field 14, of course. Again, the PDA of the map. Let's get off of there. That's probably not field 14. This is probably field 14. Yeah. That's field 4. That's just a lot of dead space then over there. That's... I tell you what, that's going to confuse a lot of people, that is. Because people are going to think that's a field and they're going to try and farm it. And then they're going to wonder, they're going to complain that, like, I keep getting stuck on invisible walls. Exactly the same as what happened when the map first released. Everyone was like, oh, I'm getting stuck. Anyway, we'll drive down here. So we'll have a look at the sawmill. Logs go in. Money gets paid for chopping down trees. For people that obviously plant tree saplings and do logging. I don't think there's a massive... I don't think there's any kind of forestry area on the map. There certainly wasn't in the original one. But obviously there's nothing to stop you planting your own trees on a bit of field if you want to chop down some logs. There's a bit of a fuel refill point here. Which is nice. I think you've got your sheep wool, so you've got your wool dealership over here and your cotton, your spinnery. There's the there's the old wool service vehicle that you get, the wool service vehicle via the map. Another cash point over there for paying off your loans. And then you've got Hilltop Lumber over here, wood chip sell point, log sell point. So all your basic needs are covered over here. Looks like some water tanks there you can get water from, possibly. Again, I'm not driving around with all the different tools and implements, trying all the different stuff and triggers. I will take a much closer in-depth look at this map when I have access to the PC one. When I have access to the PC map next week, I will definitely have a bit more of a in-depth look at things when I can actually, you know, go under the covers of the map, as it were, and have a look and check to make sure everything's in fine form. Field definitions are all tip-top, set up correctly, and all that kind of stuff. Becky's Creamery. Obviously Becky being Millennial Farmer's wife, who doesn't really own a creamery. She's obviously, her full-time job is Millennial Farmer wife, mother to children, and video editor and uploader for Millennial Farmer. She's his content creator. She's his content person, editor. So over here, animal areas, got some sheds, a couple of another silo system over here. Interesting. I think you can use, I think if I remember right, when I did the look at the first version of the map, I think all this stuff here was for the you could use it for storing all your animal food in, because all the animal stuff's here. There's obviously barn you can get into there, but for because you've got the horse corral over here, so you're going to need things like oats available to feed the horses. You've then got the your silage bunkers there. So then you've got your dairy down here for the cows. So again, TMR, silage, grass and hay, you're going to have that fairly local. Manure and slurry are located there. And then you've got the sheep a bit further over here. And again, as you can see, you've got your sheep stuff. Yeah, it's all pretty looking good. They've definitely, like I say, the map's definitely had some tweaks in this area here, the top part of the map here. And some of the access ways and roadways have been tweaked. It's still not perfect, because like I say, I mean, I got a little bit confused on that field because I'm looking at the map, the mini map. The mini map's telling me I'm in field 14 and I'm hitting invisible walls. I can't drive on it. It turns out it's not field 14 at all. It's the fake field. I thought they would have been just completely removed. All that stuff. We'll drive down. I'll have a look at the BGA, see what kind of BGA we get on the map. Because again, my previous map tour of this video wasn't great, because literally as I was trying to do the map tour, I was just finding all the bugs and all the issues and all the things that were wrong with the map, which led to it being removed very, very quickly from the mod hub, and basically being, you know, never to see the light of day again until today. And as I say, the strange that the map's released on console first. Normally, the way the mod hub testing works, the map has to pass testing on PC before they'll consider it for console testing. So it's obviously this version of the map has passed testing for PC, for it to have then gone through console testing and been released to the console players. But obviously Mappers Paradise don't want to release this version of the map to the PC players. They want to release a different version, which they haven't even submitted for testing yet. So could be several days before we see the PC version. Nice tip trigger at the BGA here. This is a very different type of BGA. I must admit, I do like this BGA. Because it doesn't have the typical, you have to load it with buckets or conveyor belts and all that kind of aggravation. You can just come in and tip your trailer. I'd much prefer that. I wish all maps had a BGA that also offered players the option of just tipping with trailers. There's water there, so I'm guessing you can get water fill point here as well at the BGA, as well as at the at a couple of other locations on the map. So you won't have to worry about finding water for your animals. But yeah, BGA, and like I said, BGA is actually part of the land that the main farmhouse and everything is on, and the silo. So if you sell the farmland, or you don't buy the farmland, the farmhouse area, you can't get the BGA. So you always need to own that bit of land, and if you try to sell off the BGA, you will sell off your farmhouse and vice versa. But yeah, it's so nice to see the Millennial Farmer map back and finally in the game, ready to play by people. You know, I was really looking forward to playing this map because, like I say, I am a big Millennial Farmer fan. The Millennial Farmer is probably my second most watched YouTube channel on YouTube. You can probably guess the most watched YouTube channel on YouTube. I'll give you a clue. It's mine. Because obviously I make great content that should be watched by everybody. So, yeah. Of course I watch all my own videos. Why would I not? Yeah. After my channel, yeah, as I say, Millennial Farmer is the guy that I watch the most. And a lot of the time when I'm playing Farm Sim, if I'm not actually recording a video at that moment, or I'm not live streaming at that moment, I will have my iPad on the desk in front of me playing a playlist of Millennial Farmer videos, and I just have them giving me some background noise whilst I'm doing stuff in game. Normally when I'm working, like I say, in between recordings for my Let's Play series, when I'm having to do stuff off camera, I'll have Millennial Farmer giving me some background distraction whilst I'm getting stuff ready. And we're back here at the Lowry dealership again. I've completely swung past the farm, haven't I? Completely come past all the farm area. So let's go back. Woo! Tell you what, like I say, I don't play the game on PlayStation 4 anymore. I played it pure, more or less just to get my platinum trophy, because it's an easy platinum. When the game released, I do have the season pass, I do have all the DLC, but you know, I'm not going to play as many hours on console when I have the PC version of the game, which is just frankly so much superior, especially with all the additional mods. I like the fact we still got the Welker White RV here at the farm. Got looks like a seed buying station back here, or fertilizer station, refill station on the back of the house, on the back of the shed there. There we go, folks. That is your Millennial Farmer map tour video. Hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed the fact that I've actually been able to see more of the map this time. Unload dry silo, apparently. Like I say, I don't quite know what this is all about here. Somebody in the comment section is going to have to tell me out how all this kind of works, because that's not very obvious to me. There's not a lot popping up in the help window there with controls. I've literally got stop and start engine, and that appears to be it. Right, we seem to be full of corn. So actually what we need to do is we need to switch this over then, don't we, to load wet silo. Because we need to put this stuff into the silo, we do. Yeah, sorry about the camera rotating. Like I say, my controllers seem to have like serious issues with the sticks. Even though this is brand new Last of Us 2 controller, PS4 Pro controller. So we're unloading the wet corn into the wet bin. That says load dry silo. What's this one say now? Anything new? Nope, not giving me anything new there. I guess you might just need to turn that on to turn and activate all of this. So load the dry silo. So that's going to transport all the corn into the dry part of the silo. And then once it's done, might take a few minutes. There might be a little bit of a timer on that. And then guessing that when you want to unload it, then you unload from the dry silo. But there we are, folks. Millennial Farmer Map. So all you console players, you can enjoy this weekend playing on the Millennial Farm Map, and all the PC players, you're going to have to wait a little bit longer, unfortunately, to get your hands on the new map, which is a bit of a shame, but hey, that's how they've done it this time round. They wanted to make sure the very basic map worked and passed testing okay before they did the fancy PC one. So I've been C. Wally. This has been the Millennial Farmer Map by Mapper's Paradise and the Subby. I hope you've enjoyed this map look, map tour, map review. I also hope you enjoy this updated video. I know a lot of people have still been watching the original video and commenting on the original video. I hope you're all now going to watch this video instead and enjoy this video just as much as the first one. And I hope you're all going to be happy now that you can actually finally play this map here in Farming Simulator 19. Take care of yourselves, everybody. Stay safe. And I'll see you all again very soon. Goodbye for now.